Hi, hello. I'm Ramakrishna. I would like to give the demonstration on Salesforce. Fine. Right. Uh, before we are going to, before I'm going to give the demonstration on Salesforce, first of all, I would like to give a brief information about Salesforce. So, generally, while before we are going to learn any technology, first of all, we should maintain a basic knowledge. What it is exactly, like where exactly we are using very frequently, and all these parameters we have to focus before you are going to learn any technology, right? In the same manner, here also you should understand. You should aware of few points about sales. Uh, Salesforce, it's a CRM tool. Okay, it stands for what customer relationship management tool. Fine. It's a CRM tool, right? I'll tell you, like, what do you mean by CRM. All these things I'll give you, in the coming okay. See, ultimately, it's a CRM tool. In market, so many CRM tools are available. Salesforce is one of the CRM tool which is very popular right now. So, because of lot of features are there which is maintained by the Salesforce itself. So that's why a number of organizations are showing more interest to choose this particular kind of CRM tool. I'll tell you what do you mean by CRM and all these things. Before before I'm going to explain about CRM and what kind of applications Salesforce is providing. Before I'm going to explain, it's our primary responsibility to understand. So Salesforce is also one of the technology. It's not a technology. It's something like, I can say, it's a software company. It's one of the Salesforce. Salesforce is one of the software company which follows cloud computing. Which follows what? Cloud computing. Based on cloud computing principle, Salesforce is also working. Salesforce, this particular CRM tool is working, running on the basis of this particular cloud computing kind of procedure, kind of process, right? You may ask, what do you mean by cloud computing? I guess you are aware of what do you mean by cloud computing. Even though I'll tell you, it's a concept, right? It's a concept. No, it's not a technology. It's a concept. By using this particular concept, a number of technologies will be derived. A number of technologies are there which follows cloud computing, right? What exactly the meaning of cloud computing? Like what kind of services it can able to provide. All these things I'll tell you. So first of all, it's a concept. Using this concept, what exactly it will provide? It's concept of providing some services. Providing what? Some services. Providing what? Some services. Okay, some services. Where exactly it is providing services? It's not in your local machine. It's not in my machine. It's a concept which is providing, which is exposing the services over the internet, right? Over the internet. So what kind of services those are? Okay, so these are what SaaS coming to, like what PAS and then IAS, meaning that software as a service, right? Platform as a service, and in the same manner, infrastructure as a service. See, before cloud computing, if you want to provide these kind of services over the internet, it is not at all possible. Over the internet, you are not able to distribute these services over the internet, right? So, because of this particular cloud computing, we can happily share all these kind of services over the internet. So, because of this particular concept, n number of organizations. I mean to say something like small scale organizations, if they are not able to bear such kind of large scale kind of configurations in their organization, in the premises of their own organization, at that time they will take the help of these particular services for some particular period of time. So happily they will get the services, and even with the less amount of, even with the less expensive, even with the less cost, uh, they will get the services happily. They, uh, like this actually, because of this particular reason, even small scale organizations are also showing more interest to get the services using cloud computing, right? Uh, in the same manner, I hope you understood the meaning of cloud computing. See, I'll tell you what do you mean by software as a service, what do you mean by platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, all these things I'll tell you. Fine. Before that, I would like to give more information about this, especially cloud computing. Meaning that, like I said, it's a concept of providing services over the internet, like software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Meaning that you no need to install any software, no need of installing any software, right? No need of installing any software in the local system, right? Okay, you no need to install any software, any software or any configurations files. You no need to set up anything. Okay, and you no need to maintain minimum hardware requirements also, right? Minimum hardware requirements, minimum hardware requirements for the system. Okay, without installing any software, without maintaining minimum hardware requirements, you can happily access the services from the internet. Okay, and I just want to give a brief for a basic, a bullet definition for this cloud computing. It's a pictorial representation or graphical representation of internet is called cloud. Is called what? A cloud, I can say. Okay, so that means here, for example, if I open Paint, so that it's not like that. From the client is one machine, the server is one machine. See, generally in the internet, every service like software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure, all the services are available in the cloud itself. So whenever the client actually requires, so by paying some amount, he will happily, without installing any software in the local machine, without maintaining any hardware requirements, happily the people will get the services according to their requirements. So such kind of benefits are getting whenever you are going to follow the cloud computing approach. When you approach cloud computing, these are all the benefits actually client is getting, right? And so this is all about the cloud computing. Salesforce is also one of the CRM tool which follows, which actually built over the cloud computing, which follows by following this cloud computing approach. This Salesforce CRM tool built. Okay, see. I want to give more. I want to discuss more about what the services. So, like I said, what kind of services this cloud computing using cloud computing we are getting? See, it is first one is what software as a service. See, software as a service, meaning that I can say providing application as a service. Providing application as a service. See, for example, take a Gmail, something like take a Facebook. See, all these are the applications, right? Even I have a Facebook credentials. You may also have a Facebook credentials. By using these credentials, you are not maintaining any configuration. You are happily able to access your applications by supplying your credentials, right? See, Facebook people is also might be follow the cloud computing approach. They are able to provide application, Facebook application as a service. Okay, so like a Gmail, like Facebook, something like all these things, right? And coming to what PaaS, meaning that what? Platform as a service. Platform as a service, meaning that it's providing a development environment as a service. I can say it is providing what? Providing development as a service. So meaning that, for example, Java is a software. Okay, using this Java software, when you install the Java software, it's actually providing the platform. You can able to write your own programs and all these things, right? It's such kind of development environment. If you will get, we can call it as a platform as a service, meaning that using that particular platform, you can develop your own logic. You can you can give your own service by implementing the a logic. To provide the logic or to implement the logic, actually it is providing one area. That area is, I can say, platform. See, by using cloud computing, we'll get this platform is also as a service, right? And lastly, IaaS, meaning that infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service, meaning that few organizations actually are not in a position to maintain you know the configurations, like they are actually maintaining 2 GB RAM, minimum, for example 512 RAM or 1 GB RAM. Okay, they are maintaining a very less configurations. Okay, but actually depends on their requirement. If they need more configurations, at that time actually they are not in a position to purchase all these services, right? All these hardware configurations. So definitely they will, by using this cloud computing, especially IaaS, infrastructure as a service, once they will register or they will register into that particular cloud computing related services, with a very less amount of time, with a very less amount, they will get something like whatever they need without installing any software, without installing or without purchasing any kind of hardware devices. We can provide these kind of hardware related configurations over the internet. Actually, you are able to like supply. So this comes under, this kind of services comes under infrastructure as a services. Infrastructure as a services. Okay, so this is all about cloud computing services, and I would like to give, cloud computing actually, cloud computing follows one architecture. Okay, one architecture. That architecture name is what? Cloud computing follows one architecture. That architecture name is what? Multi-tenant architecture. Multi-tenant. Okay, multi-tenant architecture. So meaning that the word itself, it is telling, a number of people are residing in one area actually. Okay, for example, take an apartment. In an apartment, a number of flats are available, a number of people are working. But in that particular apartment, if you observe, we'll get the basic primary resources for all the people who are staying in that particular apartment. For example, power and then water and then building maintenance and the swimming pool. All these amenities are very common for each and every person who are staying in that particular apartment, right? But when it comes to in the same building, when it comes to your apartment, your flat, whatever the things which are available in your special flat, those are available for you only. Okay, so that is not public for every person who are staying in that particular apartment. In the same manner, your dedicated space is available in the cloud itself. According to your own credentials, you will get that particular services. Along with this particular service, your own services, you will get the basic shared resources are also available. So this is all about the cloud computing architecture. Cloud computing follows this kind of multi-tenant architecture. Okay, see, in the same manner, for example, like I said, Facebook is there. Facebook is an application. It's a server, I can say. It's a, if you are able to access your credentials by supplying your credentials, if you are able to access the Facebook application, meaning that you only not have any kind of unique Facebook account. Even I maintain, a number of people are maintaining all over the world. So even server is same, okay, but server can able to distribute their services to n number of people in the same manner. That is what exactly the meaning of a multi-tenant architecture, right? So, and by supplying the multi-tenant architecture, the template is very common for all of the people, for all of the Facebook account holders, and even any updates, any new features are they are going to share. Those features are not only especially for your account; it's applicable for every account who is registering in the Facebook application. So that means what, along with your own details which you registered in your Facebook, you will get all the features which are distributed by the Facebook itself. That is what exactly the meaning of multi-tenant architecture, right? See, this is all about cloud computing, what kind of services cloud computing will provide, and what kind of architecture it follows, all these things. So why I am telling, because Salesforce is also one of the CRM tool which follows cloud computing, right? Which follows, one second, yeah. Salesforce, why I'm telling, Salesforce is one of the CRM tool which follows cloud computing, right? See, you may ask one question, like cloud computing providing services like SaaS, IaaS, and then PA. Salesforce is also providing the services like exactly what cloud computing is giving. No, Salesforce is a, first of all, I just want to give what do you mean by Salesforce. If anyone will ask, to what do you mean by Salesforce? It's a it is a software. It is a software company, right? It's a software company. By following the cloud computing concept, Salesforce is providing a few services, not exactly three services. It is giving the it is providing two services. You can say it is providing what? How many services? Two services, right? So those two services are what? SaaS, like software as a service. Okay, and here PaaS, platform as a service. Okay, so these are the service actually which is giving by the Salesforce. That means Salesforce software as a service. Like you may ask one question: what kind of software is providing? What kind of applications? Like I said, software as a service meaning what? Application. It is providing a application as a service. You may ask, Salesforce is providing what kind of applications? Yes, Salesforce is providing CRM applications. Okay, Salesforce is providing what? CRM application. In the same manner, platform as a service means what? It is providing environment, development, dev environment, it is providing. Okay, so the dev environment is named as what? Here, force.com. Okay, so force.com is one of the development environment. There, according to the client requirements, customization is going to happen by using this particular force.com platform. So these are all the services actually which we are getting from the Salesforce by using cloud computing. Salesforce can able to provide these services, right? Okay, hopefully you understood. Like I said, now actually I want to go forward at the exact point. Like I said, Salesforce is what? It's a CRM tool, right? It's a CRM tool. See, I want to discuss. I want to give basic information about what is CRM. Okay, basically it stands for what? Basically it stands for what? Customer relation, customer relationship, customer relationship management tool. Okay, see, in real time, not only Salesforce is not only the one and only the CRM tool. N number of CRM tools are there, like Zoho, Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, so many CRM tools are available. Salesforce is also one of the CRM tools which is populated which is nowadays which is very populated because of so many features are existing, especially in Salesforce. See, we will discuss all those things in future classes. But coming to the demonstration, I just want to give a brief description about what do you mean by customer relationship management tool. What exactly it is. So where exactly you are using. Okay, see, on all these things, once you get an idea, it will be very easy to understand the concepts which are existing, which are available in the Salesforce itself, right? Right. It's something like CRM stands for customer relationship management. It includes some kind of following stages are there, right? For example, first of all, CRM is something like it is holding the customer details. For example, take an organization. Okay, what's happening? What's happening? For example, take a sales process. Okay, for example, if you want to sell one item, if you want to sell one product to the customers who are trying to purchase that particular product, as a end user, they may sell, they may not sell. Okay, but using this customer relationship management tool, we are going to capture the information about customers. what's happening, what is the status of that particular product, whether it is going to be purchased by the customer, or we want to actually hold that kind of information by using this particular CRM tool. Okay, see, I'll tell you the great examples for this kind of CRM also. Before that, it includes some stages. For example, campaigns. Okay, campaigns and something like leads. Okay, and accounts and something like contacts. Okay, and something like opportunities, and I guess sixth one is what cases, and seventh one also solutions. See, all these things you just consider these are the tables. Before, for example, like I said, for example, you want to a purchase. For example, HP company is trying to launch one new laptop with a new model. The people are trying to like what launch new model. Okay, before they are going to expose their product into the market, they used to it's their responsibility to market, to expose their product into the market by doing campaigning and all these things. Then only the people will get to know, yes, this product, this model product is available for sale. Such kind of information you have to, it's your responsibility, it's HP company's responsibility to expose their product before they are going to introducing into the market. See, this is all about the sales. It all looks like sales process, right? Before you are going to sell one product, it's company's responsibility to do all these kind of, for example, campaigns. Meaning that what it's, like I said, you need to like what give some advertisements, like it may be paper advertisements or TV advertisements or mobile advertisements, any kind of by giving the advertisements. Okay, what will happen? N number of responses actually you are getting, right? So whether the people, okay, people are going to be like what register, whether they are going to purchase or not, that doesn't matter. It's next process. The n number of, by giving these kind of paper advertisement, TV advertisement, n number of responses are actually getting. See, this that kind of responses are, we can say leads. Okay, see, I can say leads actually. Okay, and on these leads, on these responses, you're getting a number of responses from TV advertisements and then paper advertisements and all these. The HP company is also maintaining some recruiting some employees, is also maintaining some employees. These HP company employees are trying to communicate with the leads, communicating with these particular responses. Okay, such kind of at that time who are showing interest to that particular product, we can that lead is going to be converted into account. See, these accounts are nothing but what, who are showing interest on that particular product, who are showing interest. You know, it may be something like not a unique person, it may be company. On behalf of company also, one person is going to be registering into that particular, to showing the interest to purchase that particular product. See, at that time, its account is nothing but it's a company name, and contacts is nothing but it's a person information, right? Person information. And opportunity means if they really agree with their discounts, with their price and everything, the people is giving, that particular person is giving, HP company is giving some kind of opportunity, right? It's like a deal. It's like a deal actually. Okay. It's if everything is clear, crystal clear from the both the sides, we are going to like what, make a deal. Okay, that is what exactly the meaning of what opportunity. And coming to like what cases and then solutions, after purchasing the product, a number of problems are coming. So at that time, they need to, it's like a customer care. It's a supporters. Okay, so it's a supporter, meaning that what, even when you will get after purchasing any product, if you get any problem, organization people are also maintaining some customer care related software, customer care related people. They are, it depends on that particular case. whether it is high priority or medium priority or low priority. They are going to like what they are going to like what resolve. They are going to like what resolve this particular case for some period of time. It depends on the case, high priority case or lower priority case. So it depends on that. Those are going to be like what giving the solutions. Okay. So this is all about includes this customer relationship is maintaining. I mean, it includes all these things actually. Okay. See, this is all about what the customer relationship management tool involves. Okay. Hopefully you understood. Okay. And coming to like what Salesforce exactly is providing. Okay, what kind of applications? Salesforce is providing mainly three applications, right? How many applications? Three applications. Okay, what are those? See, first one is what sales application, and coming to like what marketing application, and the third one is what call center application. So these are the three applications which are provided by the Salesforce. So coming to like what Salesforce, coming to like what sales application, it deals with what mainly opportunities. It deals with what mainly opportunities. Opportunities means it's like a deal. So that means what this particular sales representatives are trying to like what make a deal with the people who showed the interest to purchase that, to sell that particular, to purchase that particular product. So they mainly these representatives are mainly focusing on what to make a deal. It's to make a it is all about to deal with what opportunities itself. And coming to like what marketing, these marketing representatives, it's all about they are focusing on what mainly advertisement. So they're these people, these representatives are mainly focusing on what advertisement to generate the leads. Okay, mainly these people, these reps, okay, are focusing on advertisements to generate the leads itself. And coming to like what call center, like I said, these are the people supporters. I mean so these people are handles the calls from a number of customers, and from a number of the people are giving that replies to the mails which the people are getting. See, all this is all about Salesforce is having three types of applications. One is sales, one is marketing, one is call center. Okay. See, after that, like I said, this is all about this is the software as a service. Like I said, SaaS, software as a service, is nothing but what providing application as a service. So what kind of applications Salesforce will provide? Sales application, marketing application, and then call center. And the second one is what software. I mean, Salesforce is providing one more service, that is what platform as a service. The name itself is what force.com platform. Force.com platform. So using this force.com platform, Salesforce, using this force.com platform, we can develop our own code also. Okay, we can develop our own logic also. By using point and click approach, you will get the services what exactly they implemented. It's not like it's not suitable for all the time. Sometimes, according to the client requirement, you have to make some enhancement in the existing applications like sales, marketing, call center. So at that time, where exactly you need to develop your logic, at that time you have to take the help of what platform help. So the platform help name is what force.com platform. So that means what it is in this particular force.com platform, you can develop user interface also. You can develop user interface also, and you can develop logic also, logic as a service, and you can develop Salesforce is inbuilt. It is maintaining a database as a service. That means what you don't need to like what install any database. Like for example, if you're a Java developer, if you are a Java developer, if you want to store any database, definitely you have to maintain a separate database like Oracle, MySQL, or any database. But when it comes to Salesforce, you don't need to like what maintain any database, right? So when you have a Salesforce credential, Salesforce itself it is maintaining database itself, and see, like all these things, you are able to like what logic also you can develop database, and you can develop user interface. Like how exactly by using HTML we can develop in the same manner in the Salesforce also by using Visual Force is one of the markup languages which is maintaining in the Salesforce to develop GUI applications, like how exactly we develop using HTML in the same manner. Using Visual Force is one of the markup language which is maintained by Salesforce. Using this, we can develop GUI applications. We can develop the code also, actual logic, by using one programming language. That is what Apex programming language. Okay, see, these are all the things which you need to aware. So this is all about what platform as a service. And now you may ask one question: what kind of applications we can develop by using software? So what type of applications we can develop by using this particular Salesforce? Yes, exactly. The question is very correct. The question is what very valid. We can develop two types of applications. One is what web applications. One is what web applications, and the second one is what mobile applications, right? We can develop what mobile applications, and as well as what we can develop what mobile applications. In the web applications, we have two types of categories are there. One is what CRM applications, and then we can develop by using we can develop what non-CRM applications also. Meaning that it's not all about Salesforce is developing CRM applications only. We can develop using Salesforce. We can develop what non-CRM applications also. For example, take a recruiting kind of application. See what exactly this organization main focus is what they are trying to like what recruit the employees. They are trying to like what accept the resumes. They are trying to like what to do all these things. At that time, they don't need to like what maintain the relation with the customer. They don't need to like what know the status of the customer on all these nonsense. Such kind of applications also we can develop by using what Salesforce. Such kind of applications, namely, we can call it as what non-CRM applications. Like coming to like what CRM applications, like I said, like any e-commerce applications, and sometimes even when you open what some sites in the internet. In the initial when you open the site, some kind of messages you are getting, live chat kind of, how can I assist you, some kind of applications it is asking how can I assist you, all these things that kind of applications we can call it as what CRM applications, right? At that time they should maintain the relation with the customers to grow their organizations, business, and all these things, right? So ultimately, using the Salesforce, we can develop what CRM applications and as well as what non-CRM applications also. Okay, and finally, I just want to like what discuss about two more points. Salesforce advantages. Okay, Salesforce advantages over the other technologies. Okay, over the other technologies. Okay, and what exactly this course contains, I'll tell you. Okay, see when you compare with other technology, what kind of advantages Salesforce can able to provide. See, I can say really, as per my experience, no, I can say no maintenance. Okay, it's very easy to maintain, and security, it's very easy to maintain. By the Salesforce company, it is taking care this particular security. When it comes to the application, by using so many concepts, we can provide the security. But external security, the Salesforce itself, it will take care. And I can say database, you don't need to like what depend on what database. That means what inbuilt database is available, and no hardware. You don't need to like what maintain any hardware requirements to work on the Salesforce. If you have a laptop, then that is more than enough. That means what if you have a system with the proper internet, yes, you are able to like access the Salesforce. And if you want to develop your own applications using Salesforce, happily we can do. So these are all the advantages when you compare with other technologies. And finally, lastly, I would like to talk about what Salesforce courses. Okay, see what kind of courses are available Salesforce. Now, initially administration is there, and development. Okay, and the third one is what integration also there. Okay, and the fourth one is what lightning. Okay, so meaning that administration, when it comes to administration, it's a point and click approach here, which are actually developed by the Salesforce people. You you are the person to use the services which were given by the Salesforce people. So that is all about what administration. Initially, the Salesforce itself is having the services. You should understand, you should know how to use those services by using the point and click approach. And when we'll go for development, something like really depends on the customer requirements. If you really want to make an enhancements, okay, then we'll go for development, especially by using what Apex programming language. We can develop the code by using Visual Force pages. We can create our own user interface applications. All these things we can do by using the development course. And comes to like what integration, when you want to like what integrate your data with some other application, then we'll go for what integration by using what SOAP and RESTful web services. We can do all these things. And comes to like what Lightning nowadays, geo applications are very attractive. You need to like what develop the applications in a very attractive manner. See, we have so many frameworks are there internally. Salesforce is using RI is one of the framework. This is all about to develop geo applications very effectively, very attractively. At that time, we are going to like what use this particular Lightning concept. Fine. We are going to like what we should learn this Salesforce Lightning components and all these things. See, this is all about Salesforce, the demonstration. Hopefully, you understood my concept. From the starting onwards, what I explained, the CRM tool, what kind of by concept actually which was used by the Salesforce. It's a cloud computing. What kind of services which were getting by the cloud computing, like SaaS, PaaS, and then infrastructure as a service. And Salesforce is also one of the software company which is a CRM tool, which is also using cloud computing by it is providing two services: software as a service and the platform as a service. And I had a discussion about what is CRM and all these things. Okay, hopefully you understood, right? So this is all about the demonstration class, right? Thank you. Thanks a lot.